who has been torn away from their security blanket, their parents, the ones who stop the boogeyman from terrorizing the nights and curing their boo-boos when they scrape their knees. Now just imagine how they must feel when the CPS meant to protect them tears them away from their supposed abusers and places them with strangers who have zero comforting skills. They need to be calm. They are confused, lost, panicked, and needing their parents, but CPS took them away for the purpose of saving them. The kids don't even know why, and they are told that the parents they attach to no longer want them. What do you think that does? Do you think that this is how protecting children is supposed to look? Abolish CPS.
They are taking our kids every day. I try them in and no one has a thing to say for those who have been isolated. Don't be worried, you have a voice today. So listen up everyone, here is the story. Child Protective Services is real. CPS is what they call it. They want our kids because it fills a lot of people's wallet. We all think it won't be us. We say when they come we will be so tough. It all sounds good when there's no one to take them. But when they come, your voice gets to breaking. Stay calm, step away. CPS ain't taking no one today. We are educated. Stay calm, step away. CPS, you need to leave. I know the tricks up your sleeves. You can't do what you're trying to do. We have done our homework. Don't do a damn thing without a warrant. You no longer will steal our kids this way. Tiff and the Punisher have come for the calling. They are giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud and clear. We stop losing our kids this year. Tiff wants to fight the entire planet. She is tired of our kids being taken, god damn it. She's been fighting CPS for 30 years, bringing children home from this disgusting mess. The Punisher is screaming out loud, abolish CPS and tear it down. I want all our kids to come back. Look at all those kids, pictures held up like thin tags. Together Together we are stronger than we need. We will tear down CPS with high speed. We will do so much being together. Birds of a feather flock together. So watch out, CPS, here we come, picking you one by one. We promise to bring back the family and prosecute the caseworkers unhandily. So give us back the kids you have taken. Tiff the Punisher, sending you all on a vacation. The one with bars in the windows, and the only games you play are old Nintendos. Corruption in courts, here we come. We won't stop until it's done. You judges need to learn what you stand for. This is Tiff and the Punisher warrior, and we cry out to all of you out there. We need support for a cause that many don't care. All children are being stolen way too often. So CPS, we plan on doing the stopping. Stop.
Oh, that was abrupt. But everybody, Tiff has made it back from trick-or-treating. She is safe and she's in her home. You look like you're about ready to pass out, woman. You look like me.
Oh, I'm tired.
Okay, you're gonna have some narcolepsy in a minute. Man,
I hope they sleep good tonight.
Constitution tonight, though.
All right, where's your friend at?
They on the candy high tonight. Oh, he's right here. He's in the back room. I just wanted to talk for a moment before we. Yeah, he's here. I don't let down. Yeah, Angry Citizen is what he's known as, and he's freaking amazing. This guy pushes for Constitution stuff. He's a huge advocate of the sheriffs, and we were just talking today, and how let down we get, when we're doing all this stuff, and like we're trying to push for this big cause, and just no one backs you up, and you just get so pissed. You put so much time and effort into this stuff, and that's kind of what he's had going on. Like he's been advocating for the sheriff's department for a long time, because the sheriffs are our last line of defense. And speaking of the sheriffs, let me turn the scanner down. I always got to make sure they're not coming for me. I mean, we were almost barred from the bar website yesterday.
Yes, we were.
Can you imagine if that really happened?
Oh, I would have been devastated.
Yeah, I was getting screwed. I didn't even realize I was sitting over there. My God. Oh. All right, here we are, back at the saddle. Yeah, so no avail. Let's bring out my boy Dana here, the Angry Citizen.
Darren, my man.
How are we, Dana?
How you doing, brother?
Welcome,
You hear me?
Mrs. Tiffany.
Hi, Tiffany. Do you hear me clearly?
Oh, you sound
Good.
Beautiful, my friend.
All right.
You
Oh,
sound like an
wow,
Angry
that's
Citizen.
nice. Thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem.
So yeah, I was really enjoying our conversation today. We were talking about all the people that do like what we do, more or less, whether it be in child protective services or any other area, and how we meet so much opposition. Recently, this has been my cause of withdrawal. You said you hadn't heard from me for a while, and yeah, you hadn't, because I just had to withdraw for a while. I just couldn't handle all the conflict and negativity and bullshit and drama. And I don't understand, because these people sound very sincere. All of them are on the same cause that we are. They all want to live freely. They want to be free from government intervention in our lives. And, they seem like they're very much on the same page until they start talking about fame and glory. And then all of a sudden there's a conflict. All of a sudden they're not, with these, you have an idea, you have an initiative, you have something you want to do, and they're not all that excited about it. But if they have an idea and it's their initiative and their brand and their label, they expect you to, jump right in, and you always do, just like I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we jump in. We're like, yeah, let's go, man. What do you got? What's your idea? Let's go. I'm on this like a pit bull on a freaking squirrel. So let's do it, And then they're very concerned because they want to make sure it's their brand and their idea and their name and their fame.
Mm-hmm. And then they're doing exactly what they want us to do. Then it causes all this hate and discontent amongst the cause. And then they just meander on and just continue doing what they do, because everything eventually will just crumble and fall apart. That's all. Yeah. That's all it's going to be.
Yeah, because we, the people, and we, the side of good and justice and transparency, can't all get on the same page. The side of evil gets on the same page very smoothly. You see Barack Obama stand there hugging and kissing Hillary Clinton. They hate each other with a passion that cannot be described, but they will love each other right up front because they are aligned on winning. And it's the reason why the Libertarian Party can't gain traction, because they embrace the differences. They embrace that you have your own opinion and I have mine. But then the result is they can't get one solid message and one solid leader and one solid initiative going on. And the evil people can, because they all agree that they just want to be in charge, and they'll pay whatever price they need to pay to be in charge and shut you up. And that manifests in things like CPS, Child Protective Services, government agency. They claim authority, they claim jurisdiction, they claim they're going to do what they want, and you can't stop them. And, the truth is that they don't have lawful authority. They don't have it. And they pretend they do. And as soon as you're portrayed as being incompetent, or in some way you're, posing a quote unquote danger to your child, and that's a whole different discussion, but then government agents, I hate that term, agents. I hate agents. I hate government agents. They have no authority. They literally don't. They have no authority, right? But they come in and they do whatever they want, and they say, well, government agency jurisdiction section 16.4-7 says blah, blah, blah. And, what do you do as an average, man or woman, an American? And unfortunately, we don't know our rights as well as we should. America does not know their rights because we haven't been taught our rights, And I've been preaching this since day one. Know your rights. Uh-huh. And our mutual friend and highly controversial man of so-called lawful constitutional means, Rick Martin, the so-called constitutional lawyer, says, if you don't know your rights, you don't have any. And he's right on that. He is. You have to know your own rights and be able to articulate them in the face of any authority figure or so-called agent, or any agent at all. As soon as you say agent, you're done. In my book, you're done. Okay. As soon as you say agent, I say, who the fuck are you? An agent. I don't give a shit about you. Okay. You're an agent. What does that mean to me? A special agent. Ooh, you're special. Oh, now you're not just an agent. You're a special agent. Let's make a new one. Let's have extra special agents. Let's have extra special, super cool agents. I'm extra special, super cool agent Francisco from the FBI. Ooh, what's the FBI? Federal Bureau of Investigation. Ooh, you're going to investigate me.
And an extra special way.
Mr. Extra Special Investigator. Guess who I am? I am a fucking constitutional American. That's who the fuck I am. And I am endowed by my Creator with certain inalienable rights, and among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And if you want to come against me, you need a fucking warrant. Who the fuck are you, first of all? Who the fuck are you? You're Agent So-and-so? Why do I give a shit about you, Agent So-and-so? And that's why I pursued the sheriffs, which you mentioned earlier. Did you know the sheriff has the right to arrest any person who comes into his county? Anyone, including, I kid you not, the fucking president of the United States. The sheriff, the local sheriff, has the lawful authority to arrest his ass. That's the truth. Prove me wrong. So the sheriff is the supreme law enforcement authority in their county. And this is critical to the security of we the people. because we elect them. We, the people of each county, elect them. No federal agent has any authority over you or anyone in your state. No federal agency has any lawful authority because we, the people, did not delegate it to them. So help me God. This is the truth. Prove me fucking wrong. I know I'm right. I stand on truth. So.
But the problem is the sheriffs don't do their fucking jobs.
Many. Some. Let's be very specific. It's important because there are sheriffs who are doing their jobs, including sheriffs here in Maine. Sheriffs here in Maine, I'm going to tell you this truth because I call people out on their bullshit, Tiffany. I swear. Okay. But when we had a question 3, I think was the name of the initiative here in Maine, which was a mandatory background check upon any so-called transfer of firearms. Thus, if I loaned my shotgun to my neighbor to go duck hunting, we had to both truck ourselves on down to a gun dealer to be background checked, okay? And the sheriffs of Maine stood the fuck up. They did. They posted a public service announcement advertisement, which actually had to be paid for. This was not free. Like they couldn't, it wasn't a PSA or a nonprofit. These were Sheriffs of Maine. It's called Sheriffs Opposed. It's on my BitChute channel. Go to BitChute, look for The Angry Citizen. I posted it on there, okay? And the fucking Sheriffs of Maine stood up. They did. And they said, this is wrong. It's bad. It makes criminals out of law-abiding Mainers. So there are a lot of sheriffs in America, not just in Maine. We have a pretty high preponderance in Maine. Okay, there's very few I don't trust in Maine. So, and some of them are actually people I've met and interacted with personally, and I'm very confident they stand with we the people. So I'm going to say that because it's the truth. Nationwide, there are a lot of sheriffs that are standing up. Okay, Sharon Worley in where is she? Washington. God help me. I hope I got that right. Mark Lamb. Mark Lamb sent me a card personally in response to my invitation to join the Sheriff's Forum when I created it. And as far as I can tell, Mark Lamb is a good guy. Here it is, my personally autographed communication from Mark Lamb. You know, there are sheriffs standing up, and so, but they are under tremendous political pressure, like overwhelming political pressure. And there are, forgive me, I try not to speak in terms of liberal and conservative, but sometimes it is the only thing because it's appropriate. And the liberals are pouring upon them the whole, you know, narrative that they are going to violate their oaths, that the true Americans want them to uphold their oaths. And the sheriffs of America will. They will. If we stand with them, they will. So there are some who are not, flagrantly not. And we, the people, need to call them out and make them confront the reality that you did not fucking stand with we, the people, when you needed to. And if we can do this, then all of them will support us because they will see that if you don't, you will be called out, you will be shamed as is appropriate.
Well, I had to call mine out, and I called him out.
Good.
He You'll have to get the videos from Darren because I sent him the video.
Okay. I'll play it. I'll get it up.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
The next morning after he plays this video, I called the sheriff because through my NAACP president, he told the president he was going to put out an Amber Alert for my grandson.
Okay.
He said, Tiffany, you better call him. I said, I'm going to tell you right now, y'all are going to kick me out of the NAACP. So I called him. He said, it's why CPS says that they have whatever. I said, where's the court order? Where is the emergency removal order? Well, they don't have one. This is my exact words to him. If you put that Amber Alert out and you don't have a removal order, I promise and I guarantee that will be the very last one you ever put out. Miss Wise, I'm not going to argue with you. I know you're not. He didn't put out that Amber Alert. To this day, he does not like me because I call him on his bullshit.
Good for you. And we all have to. And think if we all did, right? If every American called out every sheriff on their bullshit, as you phrased it, which is accurate, then we would see accountability and transparency restored. Because the federal government is a tiny little speck. You know, we, the people of America, control 99.9% of the country. And the tiny little speck that is the federal government can be held accountable by us if we all get together and unite, and which we mostly do. We have to stop worrying about the things we don't agree on and talk about the things we do agree on. You know, no one wants massive money being sent to foreign countries for their war. We have homeless veterans on the street. Let's house the homeless veterans before we send money to Ukraine or Israel or any other country that supposedly needs money. We need it. We, the people, need it here in our country, right? We agree on that. 99.9% of us agree on that. So the 0.01% or whatever, tell them to piss the hell off.
I like you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, you know what? I think that maybe at some point in time when you both have a minute, maybe you guys could hook up and maybe you can introduce her to some of these sheriffs, Dana. I think that would be good because it seems to me like you might have a little, we were just talking about allies here, and I'll tell you what, I know for a fact that Tiff does commit to something, she commits, and it's 100. It's no bullshit like, let me call you tomorrow night. It's almost like you're stuck with her. You know, it's not even like, you have to worry about it. It's you're stuck with that woman, and she is committed to when she commits to her causes. And that's why I chose her. Well, I didn't choose her. I asked her if she would join me here to star in her own show with me, the co-host. Because that's what we worry about here is the name and to make sure. Oh, speaking of which, Tiff, do your thing. Make sure everybody tell them all hi and everything. Your fan club.
Hi, everybody.
They all won't stop till she gives a hi. So
it's so bad. I don't mean to cut you off, Darren. It was so bad that I took my YouTube channel video of his. I took it to the prosecuting attorney who I've known for 25 years, and he had to call them and tell the sheriff to leave me alone.
Wow. The sheriff?
He called the sheriff. The prosecuting attorney called him because Darren's trying to find the video, told him that it was unacceptable and they need to leave me alone.
Wow.
It's pretty. You will see it in a second. I almost got it here. It's pretty. So you want to get what the video is there, Tiff?
Huh?
Want to give them a little insight of what this is about?
Okay, so my daughter took her son to the emergency room because she thought he ate CBD gummies. Okay, it was just straight CBD, not Delta 8, none of that other bullshit. So a nurse went behind two doctors' backs and called CPS and said that she had an 18-month-old child in her emergency room stoned off his gorge. They waited for me to leave. They called CPS. I wasn't even home 15 minutes. I jumped in the shower. My phone was ringing nonstop. I jump out. It's my daughter. She's like, Mom, CPS is here. I said, oh, I'm on my way. So I get there and I can sniff these people out. I walk right past her and I'm staring her up and down. She ain't even looking at me. Anyway.
We smell the demons, don't we, Tiffany? We smell them. We see them. They're naked before us. Yes, we see you, demons.
So she comes, I go in the room. I said, what did you say to her? She said, I didn't say anything that other than I was calling my parent advocate. I said, okay. So she walks in the room and I said, why are you here? She goes, well, who are you? I said, well, who are you?
Who are you?
I took a picture of her of her name badge.
Good.
So I said, well, I'm an advocate. This is my daughter and this is my grandson. Now she's ignoring me. So she's telling my daughter, oh, you're going to have to sign this safety plan or we're going to take the baby into custody. I said, hold up.
What?
Voluntary? She goes, yeah. So now she's ignoring me again. And she's talking to my daughter. I get pissed. I said, you know what? Now I'm not just the grandmother and the mother. I'm now the straight advocate, and I'm invoking their rights. I said, do you want to talk to her? She said, no. My exact words were, tell this bitch you don't want to talk to her. I don't want to talk to you.
Nice.
Now the doctor comes in. He said, well, it's been 4 hours. We're discharging you. We're going to give you discharge papers and we're going to let you go. We get out of the hospital, walk past 12 police officers. They got somebody in the emergency room. My daughter goes, Mom, what if CPS comes back? I said, oh, no, they're coming back. Don't worry about them. I said, you do not stop until you cross those state lines, because she didn't live in Virginia.
Yeah.
Now I'm home 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wait till you see.
When I walked in the door, I said, CPS is coming. He said, when? I said, I don't know, but they're coming. It was all from there.
Tiff, what is it labeled as? Do you know? Do you remember when you sent it? Is it too much to resend it to me right now?
I can't get into it right now.
Okay, I'm trying to find. Did you send it to the abolished one or the different
Yes, it's in abolished. So now it's 10:30 at night. Okay, I have 12 deputies on my property. I have no trespassing everywhere.
These were deputies, sheriff's deputies, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And the CPS worker. Now, when I advocate for people, I always tell them, if you have more than one entrance, never go out the entrance they're standing at. So I go out my side door. And the cop goes, this is CPS, and she wants to talk to you. I said, okay. She's proceeding to tell me all this shit, and I lost my shit. I said, there's not going to be a safety plan. I already told you that. I said, she has 4th Amendment rights, 5th Amendment rights to shut the fuck up, 14th Amendment right to due process. I said, should I go on?
Well done.
She goes,
well done.
No. She said, I said, where's your warrant? She said, oh, we don't have one. I said, well, right. I don't care how many cops you have here.
Yeah.
They know they can't come in my house, and you're not coming in my house.
That's just a show of force. That's absurd, and those deputies should be ashamed. Like, what were they? Were there explosives? Was there a giant nuclear bomb there they had to investigate? You know, that's some bullshit right there.
It gets better.
Shame on them. So
I tell them to get off my property. One of them says, we're not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
And arrest yourself, asshole.
Right. Now I walk back in. Now they're trying to figure out how I got out of the house. So I locked the door behind me. And she's telling me, we're coming in your house, okay? And you hear me yell, get a warrant.
Yeah, hell yeah.
2 hours they were on my property. All up in my garage with their flashlights, on the side of my house with the flashlights. So
yeah,
I kept coming in and out, right? Because I remember my garage door was in my car and my car was unlocked, and I know how sneaky they are. So I raised my garage door. I'm only 5'4", so I could only get under the garage door. Oh, now they're asking me about the dad. I said, I don't know shit about him. I don't know where she's at. Right? I'm not telling you anything. So then I said, you're violating her constitutional rights, her civil rights, and I was going on, right? This motherfucking cop said, can you prove it? Oh, can I prove it? I said, you wait right here. I went back under my garage door, came in here and found my constitutional right to parent. I walked outside. I said, do you see this? He goes, I was just wondering. I said, all of you need a lesson in the Constitution.
You were dealing with enforcers. The deputies are not supposed to be enforcers. In a tyrannical system, you have tyrants and enforcers. So the tyrants enforce their will by telling the enforcers to punish the people that don't follow their wishes and laws and mandates and rules and proclamations and orders and so forth. And that's what you were facing. And unfortunately, those deputies were not constitutional peace officers. They were tyrants, enforcers, and shame on them. Shame on them. And if we had universal awareness of all these things, it would stop. As soon as anyone has their rights violated, if everyone in America got pissed off and said, "What the fuck you think you're doing?" those people would immediately stop and be shamed and be kicked out of the business, driven out.
I did. And the sergeant pulls up, right? And I'm like, "Please tell her to read this." And he's like, "Can I talk to you?" I said, "I'll talk to you by yourself." So now I'm talking to him, not realizing who he's dealing with. My father is a retired police officer of 45 fucking years. Okay, so my dad taught me my rights. So
Good.
now
Good.
me and him are going back and forth, right? He's like, "Well, so were you discharged from the hospital?" "Yes." He said, "You got discharge papers?" "Yes." So he kept on, and I said, "You know what? You're not even here for the baby. You're only here to protect her." He said, "You're right." I said, "I know." And then I had a paper in my hand, and I said, I said, "CPS doesn't even have arresting authority, but yet you all are on my property, and I have no trespassing on my property, my real property."
Well said.
Because people need to know the difference between personal and real property. So now I told him, I said, "It's not like we just, because we thought he ate them, but she found the damn container behind the refrigerator 3 weeks later." But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So, I just, he's got the video. I pretty much told him I wanted them off my fucking property. I wanted everybody's name and badge number.
Yep.
When
Good.
they finally left, I did a
Good.
Freedom of Information Act, and I got the body cam footage, and I got the police reports.
Good. Because they can all be held accountable. If you have that evidence, and the facts and the truth and the evidence lead us to justice, if we the people stand together. And that's the point. If it's just you by yourself, one of you, you get nowhere. But if 1,000 people all around you see it and say, "Hey, what the hell," and get pissed off and start demanding accountability, then that will happen. Hello there, little man. What's
Say
up?
hi. I wrote.
Oh, there he is.
Hi.
He's not interested.
Say hi.
It's okay.
There you go. Wow. What a smile. Damn, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's one happy kid.
I can't believe he's not tired all the walking we did in trick or treating.
I told you he's in a damn candy coma right now.
Probably. Do you get your shit together there, Darren? Did you get the video yet?
The way that she sends me stuff is not exactly the.
It's your fault, Tiffany.
I know. It's always my fault. I take responsibility.
It's always my fault. Darren never does anything wrong. He's always right.
Saint Darren, they call me, actually.
They do call you Saint Darren. I was wondering why I kept seeing all those people calling you Saint Darren. I was like, why would you say that?
I don't get it. That orb that's over me, it's, oh.
Yeah, the giant halo around your head. Yeah.
Hold on, Darren, I might be able to send it to you. I forgot I had it in this phone because I got like 5 phones.
Yeah. Tiffany uses like 9 phones. 9 phones to get her shit together and send it off. This is what she's coming out of the podcast with right now, is 9 phones. Mm-hmm. She got each one of them is a different keyboard.
Well, gotta love technology.
Yeah, I know. I mean, 10 years ago, you couldn't put a phone in your pocket. Maybe 10 years ago, but 15. But, so Dana, how is it that we get the sheriffs on board with us? I'm going to play this as soon as we get it, but just to fill some time here. Like, does it throw in the Anderson Sheriff's Manual at them and say, read this, and coming back and being like, all right, did you learn something? Or, like, what is it, man? What can we do to get these guys, or what should we do to get these people up in the same realms as us? Was that too long? He left. Dana's gone.
I just sent you one, and I'm sending the other one now. In your email, abolish.
All right. I told you Dana's great, huh? You like him? I bet, you know what? He should come. When we do the seminar, we should have him teach one of the courses at the seminar. Have him be in one of those things. I mean, we'd love to do that.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Hold on. Let me get the baby to my husband.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Well, it's just me here. All by the lonesome. Just me, myself, and I. Oh, it's me. Don't worry, I'm alive for you. I hope you all been enjoying the music and everything. That's music that I put together for us. If you guys want copies of that, make sure you get in touch with me at cpsvhuntingjustice@gmail.com. Again, that's C as in child, P as in protective, S services, V victims, and then it's the words hunting justice at Gmail. I probably should get a Tiff The Punisher email.
Did you get them?
Gary, if you're listening, could you please possibly get us a Google account set up for Tiff The Punisher? I don't know if she's listening, but if she is, we'll have that done. Now, is this where it starts right here? The first one you sent me, and the second one?
The first one, it should be 38 minutes, but only show the part where I come out the first time.
Yeah, I won't do it. I won't do it like we did last time. So this is at 38 minutes right here, right?
Yep.
Okay. So a little bit further back, we can see where they come out and go down the road, just the cats out here. Oh no, your cat's an indoor cat, so they wouldn't be out there. Good. Yeah, all right. So here we go. To no avail, to no more waiting. Because Daniel's got his shit together. Let's see. Oh, that's not the right one. We're gonna get rid of that one altogether here. Okay, do that. Now share it. Roll it. Something. Put it in the oven. Do you remember that one? There we go. Okay, here we go.
He just peeked his head out. Somebody's over there. Hey there.
Hello.
Sheriff's office. How are you?
Fine.
Good. I'm Deputy Avery.
Okay.
We're here with Social Services. She's got some questions for you.
Sure. Yes.
Yeah, so I talked to my supervisor, and unfortunately, we had to. And before I called, not to go down, I told me that you were discharged. So we just need to. I need to come back out and need to fill out the safety plan. So
There's not going to be a safety plan. Okay? I told you that I sit on the Criminal Justice Board for the NAACP, and I've been doing advocate work for 30 years against CPS. If you feel there's imminent danger, I will meet you at the courthouse in the morning at 8:30.
Okay, so if we're not gonna do the safety plan, then we're gonna have no other choice than to bring your grandson into our custody.
Okay, where's your court order?
We don't have one, but if we feel that the child is not safe, that we by law are able to bring him into foster care.
Well, get a court order. Get a court order, because that's what you have to do. I don't care how many police officers are here. You cannot enter my home without a court order. You cannot take him into custody without a court order. She has Fourth Amendment rights, Fifth Amendment rights to shut the fuck up. I'm her advocate. I'm also the grandmother and her mother. She also has the right to due process. Do I need to keep going?
You do not, but I'm
Okay.
I'm trying to
get off my property.
Okay. I'm sorry, ma'am, but that's coming.
I know. It never is, though.
What are they doing? Trying to find a place to go break themselves in?
Yeah, you'll see him walk over to my garage door and look through my garage door in this one. He's going right to my garage door and he's going to tell him that it's locked.
Why is he even touching your stuff?
It's a garage.
What are the next steps?
What's that?
What do we do next?
Yeah, what? Get the fuck off my property.
Right.
Okay. I just informed my team that she's not
Where you
cooperating,
lost?
so we're gonna have to remove him.
What's Grandma's name?
Tiffany. Wise.
And what's the daughter's name?
Sade. What's her last name? Charconas? Charconas?
She's around. Okay.
Or
Disregard them. Okay.
Yeah, she knows that. Yeah, they're still together. Yeah, let's do it then.
What's the next action scene, Tiff?
That's how people need to handle them motherfuckers. Where'd your friend go?
I'm sure he's around somewhere. He'll be back. I think we might have booted him out. I'm gonna hit him up, but he might have went out. I think he paused out, and I think he might have kicked him out. But he's around, I'm sure.
You can stop it.
Okay.
It's 38 minutes. That one. But yeah, You got to pull that body cam footage, man, because you'll hear all kinds of shit they talk about you.
Mm-hmm. Debbie says the lady didn't even answer her phone. Okay, this is it. My daughter spoke to her lawyer today. Wasn't very happy with the TFI. What is the TFI? The family something?
I'm not sure, but I know that I'm going to be helping her on Monday.
Okay. It's good. That's nice. It's real nice of you, Tiff.
It's all about getting kids home for me.
That's what it's all about for me too. Get them kids out.
Yep.
Let's see. Hold the baby here. Yeah, get the kids home. Then you can do your arguing and fighting and suing and all that stuff. But get the damn kids home first. That's the way I see
Yep.
it. I mean, if it seems like it's out of range, and it seems like the pressure to sue them would help in your case, and by all means do it. But typically, you're gonna want to make sure that you clear out everything on your schmoozed case scores, and then hit your appeals. Because I feel like they really are trying to, like you get the NC breads or whatever they are, but whatever I was just saying. Trying to do 3 different things here. Send him a letter. Jesus Christ. I'm like, where did you go to eat the cakes? I'm talking it right into our thing. Let's see. Dana, where are they? One time I was sitting here and I was doing this multitasking thing, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, what's that down there? And in the video, this is what you see. I don't have any recollection of doing it, but I'm in the video. I'm like, oh, what's that over there? There you go. Oh, a relish factory. The hell is a relish factory? No, but I think Dana would be a great fit to do his part for the seminar. I bet he would be more willing to do that. I bet you he'd be willing to do that. He'd be on fire with it.
I think we need to find out how many people will join our seminars first, because I don't want to waste our time.
Right. Well, I mean, if we get one person that we can teach about the Constitution and the rights that stops them from getting overhauled by this government, just one person, then it's all worth it. Every bit of it was worth it,
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, every time I watch these videos, I just get so infuriated.
How long were they there overall?
2.5 hours.
Right.
Trying to get a warrant.
None of your neighbors come out and try. So why did the judge not issue a warrant? Did you ever find that out?
Well, it took them 5 days after that to get a removal order. They were judge shopping.
Yep.
And they didn't even tell the truth. And then my question to my lawyer was, if it was all that, why aren't the 2 doctors here? Why is there a nurse here? My daughter's lawyer said, because I was talking to both of them. I said, why aren't the doctors here? They were like, we don't know. I said, well, who is she? My daughter's lawyer said, she's coming to tell the courts that you got Nurse Lexi fired. I said, I'll tell the courts I got Nurse Lexi fired because the bitch lied.
Right.
So yeah, nobody was there to testify.
Yep.
Only that I got the nurse fired. Well, if she wouldn't have got fired if she didn't lie.
That's the facts too, especially down there.
Right. That bitch got herself fired.
Yeah, she didn't realize it was that that's a fuck.
What time is your other show?
Whatever we want it to be.
Oh, okay.
It'll run late tonight, guys, if that's all right with everybody out here. Or shit, we could even roll them into this one and we just continue on coming through this part. I wouldn't have a problem with that either if we just invited everybody into this and then we just rolled in. I don't know where Dana went, but you know, if you guys want to see him some more, go ahead and check him out at BitChute. He's got his own BitChute channel. Right here is the information for him. The Angry Citizen. Make sure you guys check him out. As you can see, he's full of piss and vinegar. Spitfire Irishman, you know. I think that's what he is, Irish. I don't want to defend him if he's not, but I'm pretty sure that's what he is. But,
well, me, you, and him definitely need to have a conference call tomorrow.
All right, I'm down with that.
Before 3.
Yes, before 3. Is that what you said?
Before 3, because that's when I got to pick the baby up.
All right. Yeah, we can do that. Sure. Faux show.
And if anybody wants to watch the rest of those body cam footages, they are on Wicked Warriors. All of them are on there. I handle these bitches. That's why they do not fuck with me anymore.
Well, I don't know where he went to, but what you thinking, Tiff? You want to call it? I know you're beat for the trick-or-treating.
Yeah, I am beat. Yeah. And I'll see everybody back on Sunday.
No, wait. Is today Thursday for sure?
Yes.
All right. Well, I just want to make sure because last week I thought Thursday was Friday and Friday was this and that. And man, it was awful. I
only know for sure because tonight was Halloween.
Yeah. All right. You did have that. You did have that to help you with it. So yeah, guys, wait. Join us over. Come on over to the next channel here while we do CPS.
In 1776, brave men put up a fight, mowing down redcoats. They wanted freedom.
Everybody have a good
They had to fight, and now we take the sacrifice in vain. They loaded their muskets, fired them one by one. That's why we have the freedom to own a gun, but we are blowing it. These freedoms were created by those before us. They were to be something that stays. But now things are so corrupted, they're taking our rights away. Hey, Uncle Sam, where did you go? I called Washington today, but nobody's home. We all want to stand for our freedom, but nobody wants to do it today. Can't you see time is a waste and the Constitution we love is fading? Make no tread on the reality, or the USA will be the next casualty. We are here for freedom, those we will protect. Unite for the values we cherish, or watch everything perish. Our men have fought for our freedoms, many women have too. Their blood spilled upon the ground. With the news, many frown. They paid a price that many won't pay. Now we are letting the cause fade away. The graves are being neglected by the actions of so many deceptive. The freedoms they fought for in every world war, conflict or mission. So many stayed behind, signing petitions, while those awake dying were there to protect them. It's time to wake up in the USA. We are all slipping away into the darkness we once ran from. It's getting worse every day. Now they are taking our children more and more every day. No soldier ever fought for taking our children away. This is not why they bled for our freedom. They didn't die for some cheap pay. We all need to come together, fight this corruption, and it starts today. We need to wake up America, go back to parades, remember true family values, laugh again as children play. These are the things we fought for, 200 years strong, but now we're losing all of this. Don't tread on me does exist. So rise up and be strong. We don't have to go along. We need to push back now, like our forefathers did. It's time to bring back the way it was, when families lived together, all that mattered was love. It's not always easy to take back what they have grabbed. With all of us together we can do it. Two loving children and mom and dad. This is our country, it's called USA. So